Oh, the number from you guys.
Good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna, like I said, do a.
I hope y'all don't mind, but we're trying to record some of this so we can post it on our social media platforms. Anyone have a problem with that?
Everybody signed the photo release except you did not sign. Oh, he.
I don't worry
You're
about
being
it.
cheeky, but okay, as I said, I thought we got everybody's photo release, right?
I didn't sign
Yeah.
it, but it's all right.
You didn't sign it?
It's all right.
You came in a little bit later, right?
Yeah.
You didn't realize you were signing it, but you signed it. we make sure that we give you the same 3 pieces of information. You got to read what you're signing there.
No, I don't think I do.
So okay, so this is going to be a quick talk. Like I said, I'm not going to drone on like I did last time about the power of wind and what wind energy is for, specifically offshore wind energy. So, why is energy important? It's you look everywhere you look in life, right? You can't do anything. Think about anything you did today that didn't require energy. Can anybody come up with one thing? What did you do today that didn't require energy?
Sleep.
Sleep. You had to have a warm house. I bet you had your heat on, and you had beds that were manufactured using energy.
Probably.
To cut something.
Oh, okay, that's true. But we had to have lights in there and heat in there, right? So there was, and even using your toothbrush, you're still going to be using energy to some respect. Talking does not require energy. Good point. That is a good one. But it's in hospitals, entertainment, transportation, agriculture. Just imagine we didn't have our cell phones. We could not last very long. Which way do I go? Yes, okay. So traditionally, energy has been gotten from traditional fossil fuel-powered steam plants. That's what most of our energy is from. Approximately, actually New York has changed. 61% or so of New York is now powered by renewable energies, which is very exciting to me because New York is leading the way in the United States. Sorry? I haven't seen an offshore one because there's really not ones that you can see.
I drove by one when I was going.
New York has them upstate. Pennsylvania has a lot of them. New Jersey has them. Yeah. What do you think is better? There's a few things that are better, but I'm curious what you all would think. Why are we moving more towards offshore wind? There's a few reasons. Can anybody tell me one of them? More reliable winds. Not only are the winds stronger, but they're also more reliable. Sometimes it's a very non-windy day, and we don't have those turbines turning at all in on onshore. What's another reason? That's the most reasonable and the most important reason is stronger, reliable winds. What's another one?
Land use.
Land use, you got it. Nobody really likes that look. Okay, true story. I went to Maui back a few years ago for my 30th anniversary. I hadn't been there since my honeymoon, because my husband's from Hawaii. You guys might have heard that, because Manuel and I would talk about it. And Maui is just, I think, the prettiest island in the Hawaiian Islands. And when I went, there's 2 major mountains. When on my honeymoon, I just was like, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. Went back this time, and I'm staring at a mountain, I cannot make this up, with 17 wind turbines on it. Now, what do you think that did to the natural beauty of a place like Hawaii? And all the locals are not happy with it, because here's the gig. They're onshore, and they are never turning. I think I only saw them turning once in 9 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Has anybody ever been to Hawaii?
Yes.
It's idyllic. It's
Right,
idyllic.
yeah.
I loved Hawaii. My
Wow,
husband's from there. I would go
yes,
there every
yes.
single time if I could. Just can't afford it so too many times. But twice in my life, I'm already happy. The problem was Hawaii, particularly Maui, is a very, very windy area. Think about it. It's in the middle of the ocean. And what happened was when they put them up, because they put them up somewhere between 1991 and 2021, I don't know when they went up, they didn't know how to store energy. So they overwhelm the very ancient Hawaiian electrical grid so they don't run. Now, we've gotten much smarter about that. We've got energy battery storage facilities here being built on Long Island. There's one that's going to go in East Northport. They're being built in Brooklyn. They're getting battery storage so when we harness this wind, we can store it to handle peaks and demands. But the Hawaiian one, just a really ugly blight of 17 different wind turbines and doesn't even do what it's supposed to do. It's way too windy there. So yeah, there's a couple, it's not in my backyard type of thing. Who wants to look at that? Nuclear power, and then there's renewables, which take on a whole bunch of different aspects. Anybody know what geothermal is?
Molten.
You're close. It's a specific kind of fire. It is the fire from the earth. Geothermal takes the heat, which is consistently recreated and powers it from the earth up into our energy sources, primarily found in the western states, not so much here. We don't have geothermal plants, but it's a renewable source of energy. Now, why is it important that we have renewable sources of energy? What do we even do that for?
Because fossil fuels pollute.
Fossil fuels pollute and are used up. Exactly. Back to my hurricane in Tennessee, right? You shouldn't be having hurricanes in Tennessee, but fossil fuels are polluting and causing global warming. Hydropower. Anybody know what hydropower is? Water. And believe it or not, we do have water here. In New York State, we've got 3 hydropower plants, so that's where some of our energy comes from. Hoover Dam, one of the first of its nature back in 1930 when it was built. We were actually ahead of the game back then. America was leading. Powers over 1.4 million customers. 1.4 million customers in Arizona, California, and Nevada are powered solely from hydropower, which is exciting. Hydrogen, just the splitting of the molecules, creates energy and is again able to be reproduced. Solar, we've seen them all over. Well, I see them probably more in Nassau, Suffolk, but it's the solar panels. You see them in schools nowadays, even out their parkways or their parking lots. They put solar panels out there. And of course, what we're here to talk about, wind. That's an onshore wind plant, but there's onshore wind and offshore wind. And again, I can't remember which direction to go. Cannot be playing that, so let's not. Fortunately, sorry, that video was taken offline and I forgot to tell Pika to take it out of things. Okay, onshore wind turbines. Has anybody seen a farm?